I want to talk to you today about gifts, the gentle art of blessing, the spiritual gift of thought, and the fact that all good gifts come to us through the grace and love of God. And what we can do with that knowledge, how we can change our lives with knowing these things. Hello and welcome to this week's Love Experiment video. I absolutely love the book, The Gentle Art of Blessing, and what I'm going to be talking about today really feeds into what the gentle art of blessing is pointing to. So I want to start with a Bible verse, James 1 verse 17. I have got it written down here. Every good gift and every perfect gift is from above and cometh down from the Father of light, with whom there is no variableness, neither shadow of turning. Basically, that is just pointing us to the fact that everything that we have is a gift. So wherever you are, whatever you are doing, everything, who you are, life itself is a gift from God. Who knows, when we look at how we were born, how we came into this world, if we go back to how life began, creation, all of this, the life force that you have, you didn't make it happen. You didn't create it. It was given to you. It was a gift. So your life was a gift. And who you are, all of the things that you are good at, all of the things that you can do, the fact that you can walk, the fact that you can talk, the fact that you can see, the fact that your body works, the fact that when you're poorly your body self-regulates and brings you back, all of the amazing things that your body does. And then the skills you have. If you go out to work and work a job, how is it that you could even do that? The fact that you have skills, that you have things that you can do, things that you have a tendency towards. Your family is a gift. Even the people that you don't like are a gift. Every single thing in your life is a gift. And even the circumstances, the things, the people, the places, anything that you think isn't a gift, if you were to stop for a minute and look at what that thing is doing something within you, it is molding you, it is helping you become something more. And it's only if you refuse it to do that it doesn't do that. Every single circumstance, every single day, every single thing that ever happens to you in your life is a gift to bring out the other gifts that you have. And you might have a house, you might have a car, you might have kids, you might have all sorts of things. And maybe with your house and your car and things, well, that's not a gift. I worked hard to earn the money to buy that. Well, where did the ability to work hard come from? It was a gift. Where did whatever it was that you're working hard at, where did the ability to be able to do that, to be able to your brain, your cognitive, what you can do, but how you can think, how you can learn something, gifts. So everything is a gift and can be viewed that way. So every single good thing you have in your life is a gift. So then if we go back to where this started, the gentle art of blessing. What I love about that, it's a book by a man named Pierre Predevand, I believe. And what I love about that book is he had this idea when he was struggling. Somebody had done something really mean to him, and then he had this idea to just bless people. And if we go back to the Bible, there is a verse in the Beatitudes in the Bible that talks about blessing those that curse you. This is exactly what was going on here. It's like, if you can see this person as a gift, if you can see the gift in it, and one of the ways that we can see a gift in our difficult circumstances, in people who are doing things against us, when things aren't going our way, one of the ways that we are able to see things differently is by blessing those that curse us. So it's a great idea. It's a brilliant thing to do. It changes so many things if we have got the courage to do that. Now, maybe you're sitting there saying, well, clearly you don't know what my circumstances are. Clearly you don't know what this person has done to me. And fair enough, maybe I don't. But here's what I do know, that these passages, these messages, these things that plenty of spiritual teachers share, that and these these people who share the results of what they did, they have found, oh my gosh, this works. Because when Pierre started to do what he was doing, he had no idea of the impact, what it would do to him and what it would do to the world. So, and this is where the love experiment comes in, because when we realize, if we go back to the verse, that 1 James 17, when every good gift cometh from above. God has given us life. God has given us these gifts. And it's like, okay, if someone were to give you a gift, what would be your reaction to that? Gratitude. So gratitude, along with blessing, gratitude for the gifts that we have, has enormous power to change things in our lives. Now, it's really, really easy, it's really easy to be grateful for things we see as gifts and to say, yeah, thank you, that was really, really kind. And then to see things that maybe we don't agree with, maybe things we don't like, maybe circumstances that we look at those circumstances and don't know what it is we can get from those circumstances. So it's easy to reject them, to not want them, to fall out of gratitude, actually be the exact opposite of gratitude. Now, the great thing about blessings and gratitude are that they're not expensive. Gratitude is something that we can all afford. We can all be grateful. And in one sense, when we look at it like that, when we see gratitude as something that we can all afford, and yet how many of us are unwilling to be grateful and end up paying a much greater price in our suffering because we can't be grateful. We can't open our minds enough to see something different. So we come back now to the love experiment. One of the things that I love playing with in the love experiment, the reason it's called an experiment, is to give it a go. When we're looking here at that thing in the Bible, bless those that curse you, and Pierre Prédavand, the gentle art of blessing. If we go back again to this, right? Okay, gratitude. What if every single thing I have is a gift? Of myself, I have nothing. Absolutely nothing. If you were to remove everything that was given to me as a gift, I would have nothing. So how about I am grateful for all of the things in my life, the things that I consider good and the things that I consider not so good. What would happen as an experiment if I decided to look for the good in all of it and be grateful for all of it? And I can do that without any cost to myself, and yet the payment, what will come back to me, will be humongous. Now, I had somebody send in an email to me last week, and it said, how can I think differently about something when my circumstances don't change and they are so difficult? And this is one of the ways. This is what we can do. We can look around at what we have in our lives and see the gifts of what we have and see those things with gratitude. And that, because one of the things that we are not meant to do here, we are not here doing this alone. There is a greater power. When we look, all of these gifts, where did they come from? They came from God. They came from something more powerful than us. They came from something greater than us. And when we try to be in control and make things happen, control is an illusion. We can't do that. And yet, when we move towards gratitude, when we are prepared to be grateful for the things in our lives, no matter what they are, when we are prepared to experiment, to play the game of seeing the good in all of these things and being grateful, and start by being grateful for the things it's easy to be grateful for, and then something that's maybe a little bit more difficult, be grateful for that. See the possibility in it to shape your life, to grow you, to shape who you become for more. Because when we don't make room in our lives to be grateful for what we have, we don't make room in our lives for more wonderful things to come in. And yet when we make room for that gratitude, we make space for more amazingness, more things to be hugely grateful for. And even, trust me, when we are grateful even for those gifts that maybe we don't like so much, they don't bring in more gifts that we don't like, they bring in more gifts that we can truly appreciate and be grateful for. So have a play with it. This week in the love experiment, play around with being grateful, and start, as I said, with being grateful for things that are easy to be grateful for. The fact that you have internet, that you've got a device that allows you to listen to this. I mean, there are plenty of people who don't have that. You do. You already have that amazing gift. Then your body, your amazing body, and all of the things it does, you have that gift. And then maybe just play around with some things that potentially you don't necessarily initially see as gifts. Look at them again and see, can you see some growth? Can you see some possibility for you here? Move towards love, not fear, and see what happens. As always, I would love your comments. I would love to know what you're hearing in these videos. If you want to join our community, if you want to join the love experiment, our love experiment community, the details will be in below this video. It would be amazing to have you with us. Take care, have a great week, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.